Okay, hello everybody. It's Delisa here, Yarny AF, and today I am going to show you how to make a granny square into a rectangle. Most of the YouTube videos that I have seen for doing like the shell stitch granny look rectangles have you start out doing a long chain for whatever size your rectangle is, and then going around that chain. So which is a perfectly cool way of doing it, but I thought you might like to see a different way. I like doing it this way because not only does it give you can work on your rectangle and make it as long stretched out of a rectangle as you want as you go, but it also opens up to some fun design elements. So here I have already crocheted my little granny square. You can see this is just 2 rows, the very beginning row and then one more row around. And so to turn this into a rectangle, I'm going to chain 3, do 1, 2 treble crochets in the corner, just like you normally would on a granny square. So this first section, everything is pretty much the same. No big changes yet. Now when you get into the corner, I'm going to work 3 double crochets, and instead of continuing on around down the side, we're going to chain 1 and flip it over. So we're going to go back across on the wrong side of the work. So now that we've done that, we've made the corner. It's just going in the opposite direction of what it normally would do. Three here. Now we're going to chain 1, slip stitch into the top of that chain 3 and make this kind of a new corner. And I know it looks a little funky right now, but just go with me, okay? We're going to chain 1, 2, 3, turn, flip it over. So now we've got the right side facing us, and we're going back in the correct direction around again. So 2 double crochets in there, and just doing 3 double crochets in the space, just like normal. Now we're to our corner where we had turned before, but now we're back on our right side. So we're gonna do 3, chain 1, 3 more in the same hole. So we're going to turn a corner and we're going to go down the side of our original square, because you can see now here's the center of our square. There's the 2 rows that we just added on extra rows to this one side of our square. And go down the side, 3 stitches into each space and get to the corner. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and turn this corner just like normal. That's 6 double crochets in the corner, and then across the side, and oops, almost missed the chain 1 hole. Okay, so right now you can see we're at the opposite side of the square of where we just added on our extra stitches. Here's the middle. These are extra rows, excuse me. These are the extra rows we put on. Now we're at the opposite end of that. So instead of coming around the corner, we're going to chain 1 and turn and flip it and go back across. So chain 1, flip, work the 3 double crochets, double crochets in the next hole, we're at the corner, so it's going to be 3 double crochets, chain 1, flip it back over so we're heading back in the correct direction again. So 3 double crochets into the corner space, 3 more, now we're into the corner, so we're going to work 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 more into the same hole because we're coming around the corner this time, and keep on working down the side all the way to our new corner that we made down there. Technically it's just half corner since we haven't got there yet to finish that corner. Let's keep on going. So I'll tell you, this is my 3rd time recording this video because the first 2 times my phone went flying out of the tripod holder in the middle of filming, so that was really exciting. And I actually couldn't edit that out because I don't know how technology works. Anyway, okay, so now we're back all the way down the side to the new corner that we made when we added on the extra rows to this end. So we're going to treat it just like we've completed a regular round on the grinder. Chain 1, slip stitch into the top stitch of the chain 3 if you can get your fingers to work. Okay, so now we have a nice looking little rectangle, and I know you're thinking this part right over here looks a little janky and weird, and if you stopped right here and just left your rectangle like that, yeah, it would. But when you go around again doing just a regular row, you won't even be able to tell that that is like that because you're going to crochet right over it. So what I love about doing this, the rectangles this way, it's pretty quick and easy. When you're using different colors, you can make a lot of fun little design choices that make a project look like maybe it was a lot more difficult than it was. And these are like so easy to whip up. All of my rush like little baby blankets and stuff are done like this, just because I can get them done so quickly. So I have a little piece of paper here. I want to draw you some little fancy, show you my really amazing art skills, because you know, when I'm not crocheting, I am painting. So good thing that my painting does not rely on me to be able to draw perfect little squares. Okay, so let's say this is your center little square. I guess I could have made that a little larger. Hopefully you can see that okay on camera. Now when you do the rectangle, of course you're making a nice, yeah, it's perfect rectangle shape, right? And you can keep going and adding your extra rows onto the same sides as you go, and make for as like long and narrow rectangle as you like. Or you can just do it the one time like we did in this sample, and just that will be your ratio of length to width throughout the whole thing. Another thing that you can do is take your little starter square, okay, and go, you make the long sides, right? Go this way. And then the next time you do your extra rows, put them on the opposite side, right? So that way you're getting the rectangle-ness in there, but at the same time you can choose to widen it out so the proportions through the length and the width are more similar and not so elongated and stretched out, or even keep it more square, which when you're using one color doesn't seem like it would add very many design coolness to it, but it looks really neat if you're using multiple colors. So if you start with your little center square, and then you add on, you go, your first add-on goes this way, right? These ends. So you're going like this, right? Color change. So your add-on rounds will actually look a little more like this, right? And then let's see, you can add, and you could keep going that way with however many colors that you're choosing to use. And so each time you add on, you're getting this long rectangle where these ends, where you've added the extra rows, kind of look like that. Man, my art skills are on point today. Now, if you do this, more like this one, with your color changing rows, start out with your center little square, go the increases this way. So yeah, you can tell these, you know, aren't drawn to proportion or accuracy at all. Right? And then if you then take your extra rounds and do it this way, then you're gonna get, wow, this is some like seriously good sketching going on here. But I think you guys get the idea of what I'm talking about. And as you build up your blanket, it will look much, much cooler and far more amazing than my little sketches. But I hope you get the idea of what I'm talking about with all the different kind of possibilities and looks that you can do with these granny rectangles. And of course you can make little ones and sew them all together, or make one big giant one, or a combination of big and small ones and hook them all together. It's a very versatile little thing, and I wanted to show you that, and thank you so much for sitting through this ridiculous video with me. Good thing I'm not trying to do art lessons, right? If you have any questions about the rectangles or starting your granny square, if you don't know how to start a granny square, there are videos to that. If you would like me to make a video for that, I'm more than happy to. But yeah, simple, versatile, and you can totally do this to make some really fun projects. If you do use this to make something cool, you know, share it with me. I would love to see what you make. You can follow me on Instagram at YarnyAF. Tag me in your Instagram post with your granny rectangles, or use hashtag YarnyAF, and I would love to see your work. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you put any questions you have down in the comments. Hit the subscribe button to make sure you catch the next video that I do. And I will see you next time. Bye.